I mean, that's true. He doesn't win Super Bowls. He does win them games, don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't know that the talent's there across the board in Carolina, offensive and defensively, for them to really be that much of a threat.
Do you know what game he won for the...
Not against the Saints and not against the Falcons. That's my problem with that statement.
Do you know...
The Saints are still obviously the favorite. They have to be. The Falcons, I agree with you, they get unlucky. They are, I think, being slept on a lot because they are very talented across the board. So we'll see. But I'm just saying I don't think the Panthers are on the same level of dysfunction as Tampa Bay currently.
No, but you'd have to try to be on that level of dysfunction.
And the Giants are certainly trying.
No, they're not trying. They just don't care at all. What is clearly obvious in New York is they're not being just dysfunctional. They're not doing anything. Like, at all. Like, they don't care.
From what I'm hearing from different sources, and the Giants training camp supposedly has been just an absolute shit show outside of linebackers looking pretty good and Daniel Jones is playing better than they expected.
I don't know. We'll see. It became abundantly clear during the offseason that the Giants are... This is not a win-now scenario, no matter how much they want to do that shit. If they want to blow smoke, they can have a cigarette because there's no fucking way that they're winning anything or trying to win anything now. So don't fucking, you can't piss on my head and tell me it's raining.
16 minutes, 40 seconds into this episode, that is what is going into the upcoming intro promo for you. That thing you just said about the cigarette.
Blowing smoke? Yeah.
Yeah. That was fucking gold. Loved it. Thank you.
There you go.
But no, you're right. You're right. I completely agree. The Giants, clearly, either the person who's in charge of them has no idea what they're doing.
Can we just talk about holdouts? I don't want to fucking be depressed. Why are you doing this? Are you mad at me for something?
I'm going to finish my thought. I'm going
to take a nap.
Either whoever's in charge doesn't know what they're doing or thinks that Saquon Barkley is good enough to lead the Giants now.
Saquon Barkley is good enough to lead the Giants now, but great. Awesome. You're leading a bunch of crap. Like that. Okay. Just because you're a leader, okay, you could have been commander of the French army. You still surrendered in 3 weeks.
Less time than the Polish didn't have an army.
Yeah, but I mean, you lead what? Okay, you can lead whoever you want in a battle. If they don't know which end of the gun to hold, it doesn't matter. So, what are you leading? Yeah, he can be a leader. I have no doubt about that. That's how Saquon's built. But you've got to give him people to lead.
That's a good point.
I mean, at a certain point, it just comes down to talent. And unless you plan on handing him the ball 50 times a game,
he's going to have a good 3-year career.
Yeah, but that's just not practical. I mean, I don't know. Saquon Barkley's built like a brick shithouse. Doesn't seem like he's going to get injured all that often, unless it's something that he tried to do to pull some fucking move. That's the type of thing that Saquon Barkley would do. Is he would hurt himself doing something rather than get hurt with somebody hitting him.
Yeah, I agree.
I would see him do a spin move or a leap and he lands wrong and hurts himself.
Tears ACL.
That I could see versus somebody hitting him, because I feel like there's a ton of people in the league who just... if he got to a secondary and now he's a defensive back, I would be like, nope, fuck that. 11 other people fucked up before me. I'm letting him go.
Tony, transitioning from the Giants to just Saquon Barkley for a minute, going back to his days in college. I voted on a poll on Twitter asking who's the best player in college football history to have never won a Heisman. I said Saquon Barkley.
I think that's a fair argument. Yeah, I mean, he was dominant and was overlooked because he's not a quarterback. For some reason, the Heisman Trophy has become something that they just give to fucking quarterbacks.
I don't understand, why the Heisman Trophy is such a big deal when guys like Troy fucking Smith are getting it. I get it. He was a great quarterback in college. Same Jamarcus Russell, great quarterback in college. Chris Winkie, great quarterback in college.
But the argument is it is the best college football player of that year. So it's not like they're going to give out. They're like, let's see how your pro career turns out before we award this Heisman to that class. Like, that's not how it works.
Like, how can the Heisman Trophy winner be a 4th-round draft pick?
Because they were that good in college. Just because you're good in college and successful does not mean that it will translate into the NFL.
I know, but I just...
Because schemes are completely different. Like,
I just don't understand, like, how Troy Smith was a 4th-round draft pick using... Cause that blew my mind when... Whoa. Whoa.
Aliens!
Are we storming Area 51 already? Shit.
I don't know what to tell you. I live with it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just speaking my mind. Do you know who else is speaking their mind? Melvin Gordon. And his mind is saying, pay me or trade me. He did not show up for training camp today.
Okay.
Do you see this holdout lasting into the season?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes!
The main reason I say yes is because the Chargers are notoriously dicks about this stuff. Notoriously. They have an issue with paying their players. Like, they had an issue with Bosa before he even got on the field.
Yep.
They are
was that,
dicks.
that on them, or was that? I think that was a little bit on Bosa too.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm not crazy. You can look this up. And throughout history, with people like LT and others, the Chargers ownership are notoriously dicks when it comes to contracts.
Wasn't the Bosa one over like $250,000 over the 4 years?
It was about paying him is guaranteed versus they wanted to stretch it out. And Bosa was like, fuck you. You took me where you took me. Pay me. Like, I'm not going to... No. Absolutely not. Why did you take me then?
Well, I thought it was over the language regarding, like, if you get injured not on the field. Like, if you get injured doing something like...
There was some... Yeah, there was something funny about that, but it also had to do with if he was injured on the field, too. Which was one of the other reasons that it ticked him off. Because, like, if you're injured playing for somebody, I'd be pissed if you want to change my contract because I got injured working for you.
Oh, just a brief aside. I don't remember his name, but the Miami Dolphin who had his arm amputated was released, and they paid out the rest of his contract.
Yeah, great move by Miami. That's a classy move, so good. But I definitely see this going into the season, and I don't fault Melvin Gordon because Phillip Rivers is aging, and...
So is Melvin Gordon. For a running back, so is Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, but Melvin Gordon last year is coming off the best year Melvin Gordon has had.
And it shows no reason why next year's not going to be the best year he's ever had.
Right.
And the year after the best
But this
year.
is the prime of his career, so you damn well need to get paid, especially as a running back, when you're hitting your stride and really got a feel for this league, and you're one of the top 5 producing running backs.
I don't think we've seen the best of Melvin Gordon.
I think that's just because the Chargers don't use him correctly.
Possibly. Do you know who should trade for him? The Rams.
I guess, yeah. If Gurley's going to be a shell of himself.
I don't understand the people who are saying that Todd Gurley's still the best running back in the NFL. Really? Because Sean McVay told us last year in the Super Bowl he's perfectly healthy. His knee is not a problem.
Yeah,
and then
Sean
he ran
McVay's,
4 plays.
Yeah, but he's a liar. That's what Sean McVay is. That's all that proves. I don't know. I don't question running backs coming back from certain injuries because last time I did that was Adrian Peterson, and I'm never fucking making that mistake again.
I get that, but Todd Gurley's not Adrian Peterson.
I am not testing the fortitude of running backs' mentalities because for some reason they're lunatics about coming back and coming back quickly, and then most times they're better. Unless it's something that, like, you know, David Wilson where he did too many backflips and broke himself.
Well, his attitude sucked, too. I think his attitude drove him down farther than he should have been.
Yeah, but Melvin Gordon's not like that. He's not a loud player. And Todd Gurley's good, but he's not a loud player either. And I don't know. I'm not going... Because when you're talking about that echelon of running back, that level, their mentality to get back onto the field and dominate again is completely different than other people. I think that Todd Gurley's issues at the end of the season are primarily the fault of the Rams. They wanted him to be there, and they pushed the issue when, quite frankly, it probably would have been better for them had they just let Todd Gurley heal himself.
Probably.
Because you hurt yourself in the long run. And you hurt yourself in that season because of that bullshit.
I mean, it's the same thing we saw with Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's I put that on the team. It is what it is. But as far as Gordon's concerned, yeah, I think it's definitely going to go into the season, and it's going to be the Chargers' fault because they need to pay the man. You better lock him up for the next years that you have him in his prime, especially with Rivers only getting older.
Or trade him and start the rebuild process now.
Although Rivers is a lunatic, he may be able to field his own football team by the time he retires, just with his children.
You know that like Face app or whatever it was called, where they're showing the aging things.
Yeah,
they had 4 quarterbacks. Tom Brady, 25 years from now, Super Bowl win number 17, signs a new 10-year contract.
Yeah.
And then Phillip Rivers on kid number 33.
Yeah, I did see that breakdown. That was
Ben Roethlisberger still raping bitches. Eli Manning still starting quarterback of the New York Giants. Yep.
All of it sounds about right.
But Melvin Gordon, holdout, is going to last well into the season, and quite possibly could be a Le'Veon Bell type situation if the Chargers don't learn from what the Steelers fucked up.
Well,
Pay him or trade him. Don't string him along. Pay him.
I wouldn't be surprised if
him.
they trade him. Mainly because it seems like a really Chargers fucking thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, it does, but
I don't think so. Their production took a hit when he was injured. I don't think they're going to be comfortable, going with Austin Eckler for more than a couple of games as their workhorse back.
Oh no, okay. So they may try and shop him and see what they can get from it, but I think that you're probably right. If this goes along and they're not getting what they want, that it's only going to take a few games before reality sets in for them. Oh, fuck yes.
Oh,
what
my
happened?
God. Top of the second inning. Holy shit. Red Sox are up on the Yankees 7-1. Although Yankees have bases loaded.
Yeah, but there's 2 outs.
2 outs.
But what the hell happened? Did the Red Sox finally realize, oh shit, we came here to play baseball?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to the game on Sunday just to try and make up for Dan's shenanigans.
You've got to get a cool hat and send it to us.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I'm going because it's in Fenway, and it's 7:08, so it's Sunday Night Baseball. Monday's gonna suck for me. But that being said, I'm going with a bunch of Yankee fans.
Chuckles?
No, it's guys that I bowl with, but a lot of them are Yankee fans, and they had an extra ticket because somebody had to back out, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'll go to Red Sox Yankees in Fenway. Just gotta make sure I bring $20, because I gotta make sure I get a lobster roll.
Oh.
Always get a lobster roll.
Now you gotta bring another 20. You gotta find yourself a cool hat. It's a requirement.
I'll find myself a cool hat.
I'm getting a cool baseball hat in a couple weeks.
Is it an A's hat?
It is not.
It's
a Tri-City Valley Cats hat.
We want to know what's funny? My brother and Chaz's brother, Chuckles, his brother, both got hats of the same team. Do you know who they are?
Milwaukee Brewers.
Nope. They're minor league team.
Vermont Lake Monster.
Nope.
No.
Portland Sea Dogs.
No.
It's your team, man. These are your boys. You love them.
Montgomery Biscuits.
No, hell no.
Macon Bacon, Savannah Bananas.
Nope.
Which one? The Beach Bums.
They're the Hartford Yard Goats, man.
Hartford Yard Goats. Oh man.